It's push. So it's right now it's actually called COC push, and who knows what already what push is?
About half.
Okay. So for the guys who don't know, that's actually push is a 2-week, 16-day period for competition. It's actually this current one is actually going to be Friday till September 12th. And so actually there's 2 different types of competition. First of all,
Notes. Take out your notes.
Types. And the first one is with others. And this is really great because what you can do is you can get your friend that you really want to beat just because. And you can actually also compete with the different offices. This is great because it provides extra motivation. But what's also really great is, what's more important is the second one is actually with yourself. So what's really great with yourself is that this is a chance to actually grow to new levels that you've never achieved before. With this, you can actually learn those new skills that you never knew before and actually learn exactly about the vector opportunity, what you can learn through it. So that's really cool about push competition. And then next, also, push is a really good excuse to work hard. A lot of you may have not been working hard recently just because you really didn't have a reason to. And it's not because it's push, you have that excuse. And, another good thing about push is that a lot of people, what happens is that it all comes out to numbers. You're going to have 4 good days, which it's going to be good days. It's, you sell a lot within that day. There's going to be 4 average days, which can be, it's okay, but it's not the best. And then there's 4 bad days, which, what if you have 4 appointments and then, you get 0. Sometimes that happens, and we understand that's usually what actually happens in push. You have to be able to get yourself back up. And then there's 4 wild card. So wild card days are actually up to you. And so can you guess actually what time they'd be at?
After a good or bad day.
You want to go?
After a good or bad day.
Yeah. Usually what happens is after a good or bad day. If it's after a bad day, like, oh shoot, I can't do anything. I'm just a failure. And so now your next day's going to be bad too. And then the good days, he's like, oh, I did awesome. So now I'm just going to, coast off of that right now. I'm not going to do anything. So what you got to do is that even after you have a good or bad day, you have to go home and you got to make that phone time and you got to set up more appointments for tomorrow. And so those are the wild card days. And of course, here's how you can push. And so of course, you have to increase your phone calls. So if you're usually calling maybe 15 or 30 calls a day, maybe you can want to double that or triple that. So maybe you want to go to 60, maybe even 100. So usually, the thing is 10 to 1. And so what you're going to be doing is you're going to get a lot more appointments than you're usually getting. And so with this, of course, you have to do appointments to do push. I know some of you are in school, and so it's a lot harder to pack in. So what a lot of people actually do is you can schedule one of those days, one of those appointments after all your school. And also a lot of people like to do is you can still pack your weekend. A lot of you don't have class on the weekend usually. And so what you can do is you can get a lot of appointments lined up for those days. This is really great because you can actually still have a great push with that weekend. Yeah. And of course, if you're ever bored and you're not doing anything, and if you want to do phone time but you're really feeling negative, you can come into the office. The office is really great because there's a lot of positive people here, and what you can do is go ahead and talk to them, ask them for experience, and then they'll be able to help you out there. Alright, so here you can go ahead and get this stuff done and you can all have a great push. I really challenge you to have your best push ever.
Alright, give him a hand.